Hey guys,
I'm Jenny.
I'm Kris.
And I'm Nelson, and you're watching
Seriously What? On today's episode, we're going to be talking about the cons of interracial relationships. Our good friend Chacha Cheetah did the pros of the interracial relationships, so go check it out, like, comment, subscribe, and tell her we sent you.
So Nelson and I have some of the cons of interracial relationships, and mind you, these are all things that we've experienced from past relationships with interracial relationships, I guess you can say. And just to clear it up, they all have compromises, but these are just some of the cons. My first one, I would say, is family. I think family is a big one because family doesn't always approve of you dating out of the race, especially with like us, the younger generations, you know, with our parents still being into tradition and religion. They are very strict on you or me or whatever, wanting us to stay within the same race, the same ethnicity. And you always want to do what you want to do. You want to, follow your heart, but at the same time, I think that you don't want to be disrespectful or feel like you've let your family down. So I guess it's a hard situation to be in, whether it's your family not wanting you to date someone out of your race or whether it's their family not wanting them to date out of their race. So I think that's difficult. Another thing I would say is a con is a language barrier. Again, from experience, I think it's difficult when you're dating someone who doesn't speak your native language or even your second language. For instance, our second language is Spanish. And I know from experience when Nelson and I have dated out of our race, it's kind of difficult when they would come over for a family event because the family is speaking Spanish, and I know that they felt out of place or they felt like maybe we were talking about them, and and vice versa. It's a difficult position to be in, whether you're having to translate or whether they're wondering if you're talking about them or their family. It can be difficult, that language barrier, and again vice versa when you're with them and their family speaking their native language and you don't know what's going on, you don't know what to do, you kind of just sit there and stare into the walls.
Two of my cons that I could think of would be like holidays and religion. And like Jenny said, both of my reasons both have a compromise. Oh, we can do this, we can do that. But in the end, they end up being cons. The whole religion thing, different races have different religions, different beliefs. So that could always be a con, deciding on which church to go to, which things to believe in. And I know some religions you can't do certain things, other religions you can. So that'd be one of my cons, would be the religion. And the compromise would always be, meeting each other halfway. And another one is holidays, because like I said, different races celebrate different holidays, or they celebrate on a different day, and that could also be a con. Deciding on which family to visit for what day of the month or week to visit them. So that would be my second con of interracial relationships. But like we said, there's compromises for everything. You just gotta. If you really love the person you're dating, you'll find your halfway point. Be willing to compromise something for something your partner really wants, vice versa.
So, for all of you who are in an interracial relationship, going through that struggle, just if that person means that much to you, then fight for it. Don't let it go. And if it ends up falling apart, then it just wasn't meant to be.
Stay strong.
Yeah, stay strong.
That does it for today's episode. Remember to give it a thumbs up, like it, and subscribe it. And don't forget to check out the pros video of Chacha Cheetah. It's going to be right here. Don't forget to follow us on the Twittergram, the Face Twat, and the Vinyl. And don't forget, step up your game.
Hasta luego.
Everybody loves me.
Kris.
Today's video is about interrelation racism.
Interracial relationships. The cons of interracial relationships.
The cons of interracial
Racial
relationships. Yeah.
Not relations, relationships.
Relationships.
Because relations is just sex.
Interracial relationships.
Yeah.